And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. If you've been watching television commercials for the past couple of months, you find out that there's a lot of candidates running for a lot of offices. Every one of them brings up an important fact, that we need to have a good education system. Everybody realizes that, but what are we going to do about it? Well, today we've got somebody that wants to do something very definite about it. Ted Lowry, you are running for the school board, Montgomery County School Board.
District 2, that's right.
District 2, and Ted, as we were talking earlier, you know the old thing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it's kind of broke, and so how do we fix it?
Well, first off, it's not kind of broke.
It's real broke.
It's really broken.
Yes.
How do we fix it? That's a long time problem to work on. The first thing is, I've listened to a lot of people say the school board is responsible. I agree with that. And the reason I agree with that is because if you're the guy at the top of the pyramid, you're responsible. You may not even know what's going on, which is not to your credit.
No.
But you're responsible. And so we've got to have a school board who is willing to step up and say, I'm accountable. Mm-hmm. I'm responsible for what happens. And then what we've got to do is we've got to have a school board that tells the superintendent, this is what we expect you to do.
Go out and do it.
And go out and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you how to do it. But just, you have a job to do, now you do it. And we will give you all of the, you know, we used to send the Air Force all of the cover you need to get that done. And so I think that that's the first two things that have to be done. And now, we have to fix, after we fix the school board, and we've started that. We've got some new people on the board. I think they're going to be great. And I think we're going to have a school board that is willing to work together, put away biases, put away prejudices, and work for what's best for the children of Montgomery County, because that's existentially a problem for Montgomery.
Yes.
If we don't have good schools, then we don't have much here in Montgomery to offer. Mm-hmm. So we get that set, and we get people who are committed to working together. Then we work on the business aspects of running a school system. Montgomery school system is a big enterprise.
Yes.
It's a $300 million enterprise. It's got a lot of transformational estate. It's got a lot of employees. That's a major corporate structure that's got to be fixed. We've got to have a transformational leader as a superintendent, who then hires transformational leaders to be principals.
Yes.
Because everybody understands, or should understand, that leaders make great organizations. Mm-hmm. That's why Alabama has a great football program, is because they have leaders running the program.
And they put the right people in the right positions.
They do.
They get the job done.
They do.
And let them do their job.
They expect them to do the job. I think there's a difference between letting and expecting.
Yes.
And you expect people to do their jobs. And so that's what we need to do. But we've got to get our finances in order. That means we've got to know where we're spending our money. We've got to spend it in the right places. And then we have to decide what are our needs once we've figured all of that out and have earned the trust of the people of Montgomery County, so that if we indeed do need to ask for more money, we've earned their trust, and we can point out exactly where those needs are. Because you have to be credible when you go and ask for something like that. And today, our school system is not credible.
Well, you have to show results.
You have to show results.
That's right. They're not going to give the coach more money if the team's not winning.
Well, that's right.
And it's the same thing in the school system. Our wins are in the classrooms.
Well, that's exactly right. And when we identify problems, let me get back to the administrators and the people who are doing the actual work. When they identify a problem, they've got to come up with a solution as well. And they've got to offer that. It's a school board's responsibility to establish the policy, establish the ground rules, provide the guidance for what the superintendent and the administrators do. It's the administration's responsibility to carry out those policies and come up with solutions to problems. For example, if we've got a reading issue, and we do, We have 5 schools that exceed state averages in reading achievement in elementary school. We can't just sit there and say, well, we need a reading program in Montgomery County. We've got to look to the people who run the reading program for our schools and say, what is your solution for fixing that?
Mm-hmm.
And what is your timeline to get that solution in place to do it? And that's not what's been happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old adage, kick the can down the road.
Well, I'm not even sure we're kicking the can. But we talk about problems and we wring our hands and say we don't have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to have a lot of money to fix some things. Now, I'm not going to get into whether we need to raise taxes or not,
Right.
because I think that's a question that has to be answered later.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that we need to make the people of Montgomery County believe that we're good stewards of that money
Great.
and that we're spending it well.
Good. To get to do you have a website that our viewers can
I
go
do.
to?
It's LowryForSchoolBoard.com.
Very simple.
Very simple.
We'll put that up on the screen. And thank you so much for jumping in and doing this, because it's something that's very necessary.
Thank you. I think it's important.
And just remember this, the election's around the corner. Do your homework. Education's important. Let's get the right people into the right seats. More importantly, get out and vote, and we'll be right back right after this.